Look closely at any busy street in Mumbai or Delhi, and you will see a landscape painted in commerce. From towering billboards down to the notification pinging on your phone, ads occupy nearly every inch of our shared attention. If those messages vanished tomorrow, the link between the maker and the buyer would break. Manufacturers would lose their ability to reach new households, and consumers would have to search manually for every basic necessity. Advertising functions as the active bridge connecting the boardroom, where a product is designed, directly to the household where it is used. To see how this infrastructure actually works, we need to follow its impact outward, starting at the factory floor, moving through the supply chain, reaching the buyer, and eventually touching the wider society. For a manufacturer, buying ad space is a calculated investment for growth. This chart shows the mechanics of economies of scale. As advertising drives up the total volume of sales, the factory can produce goods in much larger batches. That bulk production forces the cost of making each individual unit to drop. How a company drives that volume depends on the market. For entirely new innovations, they build primary demand, educating people on what the product actually does. For older, established categories, they focus on secondary demand, highlighting why you should pick their specific brand over a rival. Take the original Sony Walkman. When portable cassette players first arrived, ads had to explain the very concept of carrying your own private music collection, building demand for the feature before selling the brand. Conversely, when a market reaches saturation, like the fierce battleground of soft drinks, brands like Coke and Pepsi maintain highly visible campaigns simply to remain relevant in the buyer's mind. That sustained brand recognition yields another advantage: premium pricing. Buyers are consistently willing to pay more for a recognized, trusted name like Casio than they are for an identical, unbranded alternative. That extra margin, combined with high-volume sales, generates the financial surplus a business needs to keep its doors open and fund its next big expansion. Goods do not magically teleport from factories to living rooms. They pass through thousands of local distributors, salespeople, and neighborhood Kirana stores. For these vendors, heavily advertised brands arrive pre-sold. A sales rep does not have to spend time convincing a shop owner that Amul butter is high quality. The consumer already trusts it, and the market demand is established. Clearly advertised products also usually come with a well-known maximum retail price. This standardization removes the daily friction of price negotiations at the counter that you typically see with unbranded goods. There is an internal effect, too. Employees often feel a sense of professional validation when they work for a prominent, visible company, making it easier for those brands to recruit talent and secure exclusive distributors. In this way, advertising acts as a force multiplier for the entire sales and logistics workforce. For the buyer, advertising acts as an informal education system. It teaches us how to operate modern appliances, use new health products, and navigate innovations that are not covered in a formal classroom. That same channel is vital for public awareness. Governments rely on this mass communication infrastructure to broadcast income tax deadlines, vaccination schedules, and urgent safety warnings to millions of people simultaneously. While it seems counterintuitive, this messaging makes premium items more accessible. By enabling the mass production we saw earlier, advertising helps pull the final retail price down for everyone. The constant fight for consumer attention also forces companies to keep upgrading. If a brand wants to maintain its market share, it has to deliver better features and improved designs. Ultimately, ads shorten the distance between a problem you have and a functional, affordable solution. Zooming out to the societal level, we see advertising subsidizing the media we consume daily. Everything from video platforms to investigative journalism remains affordable or entirely free because ad revenue foots the bill. It also acts as a cultural exchange mechanism. Advertising popularizes regional dishes like biryani and momos, weaving localized habits into a broader national lifestyle. On a macro scale, it contributes to gross domestic product by helping local manufacturers expand their reach globally, while simultaneously introducing foreign products to domestic markets. The intense competition fueled by this exposure creates a continuous cycle of research and development. Companies are required to invest in making safer, more efficient products every year to keep their claims fresh. When competition forces better products into more hands at lower costs, the result is a measurable lift in the daily quality of life. Look back at that busy street. Those glowing signs and displays are the visible nodes of a vital communication network. It is a network that coordinates manufacturing, optimizes distribution, and informs the public. Advertising is the engine driving our daily choices. Thanks for watching Learning Advertising with Dipankar.